Casey Elizabeth McAndrew.
Hi, me and my partner, there you are. We respectfully are a two-person group and we would like to be addressed as such. All right. My name is Casey McAndrew and I'm a senior at Ralston Valley High School and I took APUSH History last year. And this course challenged me and expanded my critical thinking skills, and it taught me that democracy is strong enough to withstand examination. And in fact, it's that its future depends upon it. On her profile, Mrs. Williams writes that she wants to ensure that all children have access to a great education and that will equip them with necessary skills to thrive later in life. And I agree with you completely. And we find common ground here. But how can we simplify our difficult past to see if we want to seek a better future? So with this in mind, I ask you not to form this committee. You already have two in place that put these curriculums up to review. And I ask that you spend your valuable energy and important time and passion adding to the curriculum instead of subtracting from it. And I ask you not to water down the education that we as students receive. And I ask you not to deny the motivated students that you serve. Let's keep Jefferson County great. Let's keep America great. Our education is depending on you. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Connor Ruby.
I'm sorry, Connor. Are you signed up on the list?
We are a two-person group.
I'm sorry, Connor. 4-people groups or individuals must be signed up?
Mr. Witt, I would ask that we suspend the rules. This is a student here in Jeffco Schools who wants to weigh in on this issue. I would ask that we accord him 1 minute of time.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Connor.
Thank you. Why should I have to learn about history? I'm already learning about equations, plate tectonics. Why would I want to learn about some guy in a white powdered wig, what a man in a white powdered wig did 2,000 years ago? It's because that man in that white powdered wig is the man that helped found this nation to become the free, prosperous country as been the model for dozens of other countries around the world, seeking what we have today, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So, truly, this means why is this issue of the reforming the curriculum of such high importance? It is because Thomas Jefferson educated and informed the whole people, the whole mass of people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. If we are educated improperly with a bias in our history, how will that shape the future generations' minds? In a way, they will likely disappoint our founding fathers. Daniel Webster said, "If truth be not defeated..."
Molly Holmes.
Hello. My name is Molly Holmes. I signed up as an individual and as a group, and I would just like to speak as a group, please.
Please have your other group members state their names.
I'm Eric Temple.
I'm Shaylin Gordon McClone.
And I'm Caitlin Schmidt.
Okay, so I'm Eric Temple, a senior at Evergreen High School. I'm here with my classmates and a lot of other new friends I've made from around the district. I've been asked to speak on behalf of my fellow students. We have 2 points to make, and then we have 2 requests of the board. First, Mr. Witt, Mr. Newkirk, and Ms. Williams. You've repeatedly said that we students are just pawns of the teachers and the teachers' union, and that they told us to protest your efforts to censor and manipulate the APUS history curriculum. Well, Evergreen High School was the first school to protest your curriculum proposal. Those of us standing here helped lead that protest, and I'm personally proud of that. And let me be clear, never did any teacher or union rep tell us what to do or what to say. Your statements on this are insulting. And what's also true is that you know your statements are false. But you appear to have no respect for us, and you say these things to impress your political base. So please, keep your politics out of this. To your curriculum proposal, Mr. Witt, you said over and over that we poor, misguided students just don't understand what's going on. You're wrong. In fact, in contrast to Ms. Williams, who admitted in a 9 News TV interview that she'd only skimmed a couple parts of the curriculum framework, I've read all 119 pages. And yes, We understand you say tonight's motion is just a proposal to study the curriculum, and I realize that Mr. Newkirk wants to change the writing of the proposal. We intend to do the exact same thing. We're not that dumb. So here's what I know. The College Board, in response to your so-called proposal, said that if you change or manipulate the curriculum framework, we risk losing our AP designation and course credit. And this is all because you don't think we learned enough about patriotism. Now, to be clear, it doesn't matter to you if we lose our AP credit, but it does to us. Let me explain. One of the ways that we compete to get into good colleges is to take AP classes. And even if we don't lose the AP designation, if our teachers aren't allowed to work through the curriculum framework, which by the way was written by more than 20 college professors and high school history teachers from around the country, we're just getting lower scores on the AP exam. In fact, it's a certainty. And this is also absolutely critical to getting into college, and also the thousands of dollars that students can get in scholarships from doing well on these AP exams. Again, this doesn't matter to you, but it's our future, and it matters to us. Fortunately for us, we've already taken AP US History, so our protest is not for us. It's for the next generation of students, including the middle school kids at Carmody. So here are our requests, and with due respect, there are more than requests. Please apologize for repeatedly saying that we are only doing the bidding of the union. Heck, I don't know who's in the union and who's not in the union. And second, please promise us tonight that you will abandon your ill-advised and poorly researched proposal. So in conclusion, let me say to Ms. Williams, thank you for your lesson in civil disobedience. And what I've learned from you is that there is a time and place for civil disobedience. And that time is right now, if you don't back down. Thank you.
Thank you. Ashlyn Marr. Ashlyn Marr. Jeff Warner.
I'm Jeff Warner, a parent of a Bell Middle School and Golden High School honor students. In regard to item 901 GP13, listen to the community and help them understand the realities of developing and implementing the strategic plan. You all ran on platforms of collaboration between district, teachers, parents, and students, and yet at every turn have effectively ignored community input on matters that apparently pertain primarily to your own personal or ideological views. The politicization of our education system will only serve to hurt the students, as should be becoming evident to you now. Whose strategic plan is this? Secondly, regarding public statements, I find it unconscionable that as elected officials you can directly accuse district students and parents of being pawns of union bosses. My two Jeffco students' teachers have been remarkably silent on all of these issues, and I can assure you that the predominance of students out on the streets are educated on the true realities of this situation, and I didn't know I only had a minute.
Yes. I did state that. Please proceed.
Thank you. If I could, just
Yeah.
40 more seconds. Regarding APUSH, there's already an approved district policy in place. I recommend the board uses that mechanism. Any changes as proposed, as they have stated, will result in non-AP status. You might as well just rename it to removal of the AP designation from the Jefferson County U.S. History curriculum. One more sentence. If you choose to merely remove what has been proven to be the objectionable language in your proposal while retaining the right to have a board-appointed panel and ignoring board policy in so doing, that's putting lipstick on a pig. We're not ignorant pawns as you suggest. The students that you supposedly represent have drawn a line in their sand. And if you choose to ignore it, I can assure you that you are poking the proverbial bear, mama bear, papa bear, and baby bear.
Thank you.
Have you guys ever seen the movie A Bug's Life?
Eric Temple.
Mr. Witt, excuse me, Mr. Witt.
You just went.
I'm going to ask that you hold to the time frames. You need to keep that practice, please. Thank you.
Excuse
Is
me,
it
my name
Ashlyn?
is Ashlyn Marr. I was in the
Oh, okay.
overflow room when you called me.
Go ahead, Ashley. Thank
All
you.
right. I'm a student at Chatfield Senior High School. As a student leader in these walkouts and protests, I'm here to tell you one of the reasons why we are protesting. I'm here to show you that we know what we stand for and what we want. We are quite informed about these issues, and we find it insulting that you and others would say that we are pawns of anyone else. Your decisions directly impact us. Students are not pawns. It is our education that is at stake. Julie Williams stated, quote, All I am asking is for a committee to tell us what is in the AP history curriculum, and then it's up to the board to decide what is appropriate for our kids." End quote. I'll grant you that you have the final say in curriculum, but what qualifications do you have to make that kind of judgment? Do you have college-level history experience to informatively decide what should be taught in any college-level class, such as APUSH? If you want to know what is in the curriculum, look on the College Board website and ask the teachers. We ask the students' views and opinions, as well as the facts, be considered in the board's decisions.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Eric Temple?
He already went.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought Eric already went, I believe.
no. Oh, did you, Eric? Okay, I'm sorry. So you were on the previous group. Jackson Curtis?
Hi, my name is Jackson Curtis, and I am a student at Stanley Lake High School, and I'm in the International Baccalaureate program. And I'm here to talk about the review committee, and frankly, I'm appalled by it. It is ridiculous. We already have 2 committees that do just this. They review the curriculum for the district. This is an unnecessary curriculum review committee, and it's why do we need it? There's no reason. And also, you say in here that it can choose to review curriculum with priorities that it establishes. This goes beyond AP US history. If you do want to review that, that's fine, but you're leaving it open to review any curriculum throughout the district. What's next? Are you going to choose science? Are you going to take down English? I hope that you listen to us tonight.
Thank you.